Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Terraria 1.4 Master Mode. I did some work off camera. One of the things I managed to get was some ice skates, so I was able to make some frostspark boots. And it turns out that they are now a material, and they can be combined with the lava waders for Terraspark boots, which basically give you the ability to walk on water, honey and lava, and immunity to fire blocks, and 7 seconds of immunity to lava. I don't have the lava charm or the water walking boots for that combination, but maybe at some point I'll get them. So for now I'm just going to leave those behind. I'm happy enough with the warding lightning boots, and I don't feel like trying to reforge those, if they're just going to be a material for something else in the future anyway. I was taking a look through the bestiary, and I notice, while it seems like we have the enemies from the granite biome and from the marble biome, there's underground mushroom stuff. It looks like there's enemy number 196 that we haven't found. So let's actually go check that out. I think I have... No, this is the cavern pylon. Where's my underground mushroom area over here? It's higher up, actually. So I think a quicker way to get to it will actually be this way. But I'm curious to go fight around in the underground mushrooms and see if we can get another enemy added into our bestiary that we hadn't seen previously. So let's move in here and discover that there are 0 enemies. Surely we'll run into somebody in here in a minute. Oh, look, there's money up here. And there's already an enemy. So there's some progress. What do we have? 7 gold. Nice. That's actually worth going ahead and quick stacking away. There's like the mushroom thing that spits at you, like the plant that grows out of the ground and then like spits at you from a long distance. There's the spore bat again. There's this guy again. So yeah, I think now that I'm thinking about it, I know which plant it might be. And we just actually have to find him and kill him. Because I've seen him before, actually in the other mushroom biome that is down in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. And I failed to kill him and just ran from him before, because it was early in hard mode when we saw him. While we're looking at the map, by the way, here's where I went and did some exploring off camera, where I managed to find the ice skates to make the frostspark boots. And I guess we have Hallow creeping in around here as well. What are the chances I'm going to find the enemy? There we go. That's the one I'm looking for. You. Giant fungi. I don't think I'd ever killed one of those before, so I think that's what I needed. So let's go back home, where things are safer, to open up the bestiary and look again. No, that was not enemy number 196. Oh, these are pre-hard mode enemies I'm looking at over here. So there's a pre-hard mode mushroom enemy that we still haven't gotten, so I'm looking around for easy guys. Although the Mushy Ladybug wasn't here. So where's the Mushy Ladybug in the catalog then, I wonder? Or is that not pre-hard mode? Okay, so Giant Fungi Bulb, that's the one I just killed. Mushy Ladybug, Omnura Fungus, Spore Zombie, Spore Zombie. And then, actually, this reminds me that there's a bit of stuff in the desert that I also haven't found, probably. If I go around into the, wherever that just was, what was that, 200s? So let's see. Vulture, Sand Slime. Yeah, we're skipping a few right here. 218 to 222. And then skips at 226. So there's a bit of stuff in the desert that we actually haven't done. Oops. And I'm not sure it's because we haven't done corrupt deserts. Could be part of it, but it might also just be in the desert biome. So let's actually go. We actually haven't been over here to do some actual fighting in a while. I've been kind of avoiding the desert. But if we go back into this biome and just hang out for a bit, I do have to worry about the desert cactus. We're still going to be dangerous. But yeah, let's see. So there's guys like this. A ghoul, who I don't remember if we've ever killed. Antlion chargers, still just kind of same old basic enemies. There's going to be these sand traps that I'll probably go ahead and disable. Like so. So we don't have to worry about them. But yeah, let's hang out here. I want to fill out the bestiary eventually. I would like to get 100% completion. I'm currently like 64% or something. I presume these things just turn into the same little larva that we saw pre-hard mode. But yeah, let's hang out down here. Okay, who are you? You're a Lamia, I think. I think I've already killed one of you. So we got Lamias, ghouls. There's like the... Oh, what is that thing? Basilisk, I think? I'm not sure that I had that one in my bestiary already. There's another basilisk. And any other bad guys here that I don't recognize? We already got the big worm. There he is. And I'm just trying to remember from previous playthroughs any other enemies that we might see down here. Alright. Hi Cthulhu works very well against that worm, by the way. As well as very well against a bunch of other monsters, because it's just a very strong weapon, and I highly recommend it. Okay, rolling cactus, still a threat. Let's kill off a few more larvae. A lot of these enemies in the underground desert move very fast, which I guess is why the Dunespark boots move so fast in the desert. It's kind of fitting, and I'm really curious to see what the desert key is going to get us in the dungeon eventually. So that's another reason also to hang out here, is we can try to like farm for keys at some point. I'll probably do a bit of that off camera, because key farming often takes a long time. We've done a tiny bit of it before, just hoping to get lucky, but I've not gotten lucky so far. Yeah, apparently I disarmed a trap over here before. So yeah, I must have been through here with a potion that gave me some light, since there aren't torches around here right now. We'll kill off a few more bad guys, peek around a little bit more. I do love iron, so I'm happy to go ahead and grab some more. Alright, I kind of got off track already in terms of this episode, in terms of things I wanted to do, but I don't know. I'm feeling flexible at this point. I spent a bit of time off camera looking through the bestiary. Oh, here we go, Sand Poacher. I don't think I've ever killed that guy. So that might be another entry into my bestiary. And those might be the two enemies that we were missing. So I think let's just go ahead. Yeah, I don't see anybody else right now. So let's go ahead and head back home. And take a look at the bestiary again now that I got those things. Hardened sand blocks. I think I might have just about finished up all of my space in my box chests. Alright, but if we go here and get rid of this, and where were we, in like the early 200s or something? So yeah, 218, 219 was the ghoul, 220 was the basilisk, yep. 224 was the sand poacher. Okay, we are missing another one though before the antlion charger. There is a 225 that we're still missing. We got the angry tumbler from the surface. It could be somebody who's on the surface actually. And it could also be, oh, there's guys who only come during the sandstorm, like when it's really windy out. So that's actually probably what I need to do, is go back to the desert when it's super windy out. I hadn't thought about that. But while we're here, what are some other enemies that we appear to be missing? We probably have everything in the jungle, because I've spent a lot of time in the jungle. So I don't think we're going to be missing anything there. And then when we get into the hard mode dungeon, there's still going to be a bunch of enemies that we've missed. Yeah, so I can already see a missing enemy here, because we've hardly spent any time in the hard mode dungeon, so I could spend some time doing that. To get a little bit more filled out over there. Sure, let's do that for a little bit. Today can be just kind of a variety of fighting different enemies and trying to learn a few extra things kind of episode. I don't mind that at all. And I hope you don't mind it either. Alright, so if we want to go to the dungeon, easiest way is to hop over here and do a quick little ride through the sky. I was doing some underground farming off camera because I wanted to try to find a heart statue because I found 3 star statues now in this world, but 0 heart statues. And heart statue would be really nice. Okay, so let's put this out, because this is a good place to just kind of stand around and farm. Wow, I just got a ruthless jousting something something. We will check that out in a moment. This guy drops a weapon sometimes, so I wouldn't mind killing him. And I have some good buffs. Wow, 163 melee damage. It's pretty slow. Build momentum to increase attack power. I'm gonna have to try that out at some point. Let's go ahead and just take Iron Skin and regen to stay alive in here. I'm also down to 4 greater healing potions. That's a problem, actually. It's about to become nighttime. You know what? I need to kill some mech bosses. Because I think I'm gonna need some extra hallowed bars eventually. So I think maybe we'll try to kill some mech bosses tonight. Assuming I have any summons left. Yeah, let's not die. That's also a good strategy. Don't die. I highly recommend it. So, do I have any mech boss summons ready to go? If I did, they would be in here. Or in here. And I see neither of those, so can I craft any of them? Yes. Who are we in the mood to fight? The Destroyer. He'll go down easy. Do I care to buff with anything? I don't think so. How hard could he be? Alright, so we'll do a little bit of that. We'll get out the Eye of Cthulhu. We'll start hitting him and all the little probes. But I've got very good armor. I've got very good weapons. Oh boy. But if I do get hit face first, that's the one way the Destroyer can deal a ton of damage to you, practically no matter what armor you have, is if you allow yourself to hit you with his face. He will try to fly right at you, and his face deals a ton of damage. So, don't let that happen. That's my recommendation. Alright, and then do focus on the probes so you don't end up with too many lasers coming at you at once. The probes also drop hearts, and so it's also good just to have some hearts lying around for when you need them. Alright, but these are my various recommendations, and it seems like we've already gotten them halfway down, and I really haven't done a whole lot here. Which is pretty much what I was expecting, other than getting hit in the face. This has been an easy fight so far. With the current level of gear, let's go down here and try to hit him a little bit more with the yo-yo. I don't think I really need to switch weapons and think too much about what I'm doing. I think it's just kind of stand around and deal damage, and then eventually catch up on some of the probes, and everything will be fine. And we have some hearts lying around right now that I can go get when I need. And make sure he doesn't hit you in the face with his head. We've been over this. Oh yeah, we've already got him like almost 3/4 of the way down, actually. And we're doing lots of good damage. And he's basically doing almost no damage to me. Also, if you're gonna put the rain clouds out, don't put them out to where they rain 5 blocks down and then land in a block and don't go anywhere. Instead, have them go down through the entire arena, so that your Nimbus Rod can actually deal damage. There we go. Destroyer's gone down. Alright, let me clean up the last of the probes. Did that probe just die on its own? Oh, it might have gotten hit by the Nimbus Rod. That must have been what happened. Yeah. Okay, and so just like that, the treasure bag, did it fall? Here it is. Great. And a relic. That's our first extra kill on a hard mode boss, I think. So I think we have one of the hard mode bosses here. So this will start going over here, I suppose. Or actually I could put it down here. Let's put it down here. Kablam! Extra Destroyer Relic. Achievement get. I planted a bunch of pumpkin seeds thinking ahead to the pumpkin moon, and they're actually growing up really quick. I did not do that very long before we started this episode, if I'm remembering correctly. So good job, pumpkins. Alright, let's see what we got. 29 more hallowed bars, that's the thing I wanted. The extra mechanical minecart piece we have no need for... Oh, but the clothier's dead. I was going to sell stuff back to him, but apparently that's not going to happen right now. Let's check this thing out. Let me put it on the bar, and let's see if we can gather some momentum. Oops. My spheres, I think, got the zombie before I had a chance to get there. So let's get rid of the deadly spheres. No more summons. And there'll probably be a zombie on the left if I run to the left. I missed hitting the eye, but maybe... Kablam! 290? That's not bad. Didn't see if that was a crit. 388, that was definitely a crit. But I didn't have momentum there. Can I find an enemy to get momentum on, please? Here we go. Kablam! And did I get multiple hits? You can get multiple hits. Alright, that's actually pretty powerful. If you have like melee enemies that are stacking up on you. Yeah, this is not a bad weapon. Ruthless Shadow Jousting Lance. This one has less knockback, which might actually be a good thing. Yeah, because I got a bunch of... Let's check out the DPS on that. Damage per second. 600 damage per second. Let me see if I can do more. There's only one zombie here, but... 460 damage per second. 472 damage per second. And then what if I don't get a running start? There's 2 enemies there. Can I get a single enemy somewhere? Not easily over there. Alright, let's go ahead and kill these guys off. But yeah, it's definitely smaller numbers if I don't have the running start. So that was like 436 with the running start, and then without it... 127. Yeah, so it's definitely momentum-based. So you definitely want to get your running start and then kablam! And really deal a bunch of damage to these guys. Alright. Interesting weapon. I wonder, maybe if you had the Shield of Cthulhu so you could immediately dash in order to quickly get up to top speed. It could be a more effective weapon that way, maybe. I don't know that I'm actually going to use that a whole bunch, but I'm glad that we played around with it at least a little bit. Just to kind of try it out and get a feel for what's there. Oh! The yo-yo harvests the pumpkins. Huh. Does it only harvests them when they're fully grown? Ah, that's convenient. Okay, so let's check out the dungeon again. I got distracted by the shiny new weapon, but I would like to fight some more guys down here, because I'm sure there's more that we can get in our bestiary if we just hang out here for a little bit. So let's do so. I do want to put these down here, because I think they'll do pretty well. And then we also did see guys stacking up on the level below us, which is probably what's happening right now. And so then I think this weapon actually is going to work very well for that. Yeah, so for all these guys... Ooh, I see a paladin there. That's actually super dangerous. But if I hang out here... Oops. There we go, and do this. That's mostly going to work well. Oh crap, it's up for the paladin. Heal, buff, get out of here. Let's get out of here. I want to stay alive. Okay, the paladin was able to throw his hammers at me. Paladin, super dangerous. Yikes. Okay, there's still some dungeon enemies here. Right, there should be some loot there as well, actually, which will work in my favor. Can I get this water to empty out so that we have a nicer way to stand over here? There we go. Good. That was important to me, for reasons. Okay, so, there should be some loot down here. Oh boy, that's another difficult guy, I think. Hell Armored Bones? Maybe he's not as bad as I thought. But he kind of scared me. Okay, well we killed some bad guys. I want to try to sit up here, spawn some bad guys. Some of the enemies will end up in the area that I'm at, so we'll hang out up here with our rain clouds. Some of them will funnel down there. Oh, there's a place to break through over here that I hadn't noticed. And yeah, depending upon how they stack up, we'll figure out what we need to use. and wind buff. Alright, so let's imagine that a number of them have stacked up down here. And check it out. And yeah, there's a bunch of enemies. There's not that many though. Don't need to buff just yet. Okay, here comes another Hell Armored Bones. And other than being a new enemy, I can't remember if he had any special attacks that made him scare me. Maybe not. Alright, and a lot of these enemies basically don't have any kind of flying attack or any kind of ranged attack that's too scary. And so, this guy does. Alright, but he's out of commission. Yeah, a lot of this shouldn't be too bad. So, I'll bring you guys back in as it gets interesting. Look at all the numbers! This is great! Okay, ectoplasm started getting to me. But other than that... Oh, we got a key brand, it looks like. And I think that's been resprated. It looks like it's going to be pretty cool looking. Let's go take a look. Yeah, we got a key brand, which is just a giant sword, as I recall. Let's go ahead and move my Nimbus Rod over here. And see if we can look at that in my inventory. It is a hold to attack sword. 109 melee damage. Deals more damage to injured foes. Interesting. I wonder what that means, and who are you? You're just a blue armored bones. What else do we get? We got another Morning Star. We already had one of those. That one has extra critical strike. We got a black belt. Oh, we got the Tabi! And a SWAT helmet, which is just a vanity item. Okay, but the Tabi is something that we can combine into something that I might want, as I recall. So we will definitely have to check that out in just a moment. First off, let's kill some more guys who've stacked up over here. Well, I guess I could wait until I go home to actually look with the Tabi. So let's see if we can get any other... There we go. Is that a sniper rifle? Oh, it's a tactical shotgun. That's not very much range damage, so what makes it so good? I remember it being good for some reason. Maybe I'm misremembering. So maybe that was a pre-hard mode thing that I just forgot about. And maybe there's some other weapon that I was thinking about that would be good. Or maybe my memory is failing me entirely, and none of these are any good. These are all possibilities. Hey, we got the 50th Blue Armored Bones. Let's go ahead and hang that banner. How about right over here? And as we get more of these banners, first Skull Banner can also be hung right over here. As we get more of these banners, the enemies will go down faster and faster. We'll be able to farm these guys better and better. Oh, there's another Nazar. And another Shadow Jousting Lance. Blah, 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 blah. Say that 5 times fast. Obviously, I cannot. Okay. There's a Blue Armored Bones over there. It's guys like... Well, that's just a Dark Caster. It's guys who can teleport, who I'm really worried about. Okay, lots of bad guys down here, including another Bone Lee. So let's deal with these guys for a little bit. Let's heal, because we've taken some damage. Didn't even see what managed to deal all that damage to me, which is always worrisome. Hey! Magnet Sphere. That's a cool spell. That's effectively like dot damage, and I think it's going to earn a spot on my hotbar. If its damage numbers are still decent. Possibly even if they're not. Magnet Sphere, 50 magic damage. So this sits out for a while, and if this guy would teleport somewhere in range, we can see what it does. I guess I can go shoot it at him. There we go. It hits really fast, and it just kind of like hangs out and shoots at guys for a few seconds. And so you can use it for damage over time, possibly for shooting around corners. Yeah, that's a pretty cool spell. I like that one. So we might try to reforge that and use that a bit. Oh, that must be the guy who... Oh gosh, that hit through walls. Okay. Skeleton Commando, was he the guy using like the tactical shotgun? Or some other sniper rifle? It must be... That's the one I was thinking of, and I think we already got that one previously. This guy hits really hard, so let's be careful. I see that I have 11 seconds left on my buffs, and when those buffs wear out, I'm going to be extremely vulnerable. So let's go ahead and head home. Okay, so one of the things we need to do is make some combinations with the tabi. So, if I recall correctly, yeah, the tabi and the black belt and the tiger climbing gear combine into the master ninja gear. Equipable, allows the ability to climb walls and dash, gives a chance to dodge attacks, that's the big one. Oh, and menacing, not bad. So a chance to dodge attacks. So, climb walls. Right, I can move down on the wall like that, so it's like the frog gear. But the chance to dodge attacks, I don't know what the odds are. But I think basically it's like the titanium armor with shadow dodge, that you just have a chance of not taking damage. And so that can be really powerful, potentially. What's fishing quest? Spiderfish. I might have one of those. I do. Spiderfish. Let's see if we get anything good. Off camera, I got some fin wings as a reward. Angler earring. Already got one of those. The fin wings are not as good as my warding bee wings, as far as I could tell. Yeah, so we're still missing enemy number 279, 274, and one of these guys is going to be the paladin, because we didn't manage to kill the paladin yet. 284. There's a lot of guys in the hard mode dungeon. 291, apparently. Okay, so it sounds like there's 4 more enemies in the hard mode dungeon that we haven't managed to find. Alright, it says there's a paladin nearby. He's not here and just despawned. Okay. I do want to actively go after the paladin at some point. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get rid of all the crumbled rocks. So crap, heal. I'm stuck. Get out here. Okay. I think that was the Diabolist, or I forget which bad guy that was. He has an attack that can shoot through the walls, and apparently explodes around you and does a bunch of damage, and I was inside the crumble blocks and having a hard time moving around. Let's do another destroyer to be nice and easy. Hey, I defeated the 50th werewolf. Just what you expect during your destroyer fight, right? Alright, that'll be a nice additional banner to hang around the base. Must be a full moon, I guess. Actually, there's enough werewolves up here that I think I'd like to just hang out this banner right now. So let's kill a few werewolves, so I can get a moment's peace. Oh crap, here comes the destroyer. He hit me in the face. That's the thing you're not supposed to do. There we go. And now that I've got the werewolf banner out, it'll be much easier to kill these werewolves. Oh gosh, don't want to hit you in the face. Or with his face. In the face. Anything involving the word face is probably bad news. Is the message I'm trying to communicate. Alright, there goes the destroyer again. Very nice. And I didn't see where the treasure bag and relic dropped. There we go. Pick those things up. Looks like we got some more pumpkins that are ready to go. So I can trim those. And yeah, the werewolf banner can stay up there, I suppose. Alright, this time around we got 31 more of those, and I'm up to 19 greater healing potions. Not bad, not bad. Oh boy, there's a hallowed mimic. Buff, heal. I might be strong enough to actually take on one of these things. This is the first one I've really tried to fight. I was just killing some time down here while some NPCs were respawning after the destroyer battles. And yeah, the Eye of Cthulhu does look like it's going to be strong enough to take this guy out, so long as I just manage to keep dodging. And that'll be another thing that we can add to our bestiary. There's also the Corrupt Mimic, and I think he dropped the Daedalus Stormbow. Which is something the last time I tried to intentionally fight hallowed mimics, I was trying to farm and never could get, and I think it's been nerfed now, so it's not nearly as good of a weapon as it used to be, but obviously we're going to have to try it out now, since I just got it. Oh gosh, there's another one. I guess they have multiple drops, and so since we're here and we're already buffed, I should fight another one and see what I can get this time around. They can move really fast. They can become invulnerable at different times. They'll try to like ground stomp you like you just did there. But fortunately I have a lot of mobility with these wings. I've got a very good yo-yo that I can just leave out. That's always dealing damage. And I've got some very good armor. Oh gosh. And nevertheless, we're still struggling to stay alive. 50th Illuminate Bat. Nice. Oh crap. I'm almost dead. Is the hallowed gone yet? It is gone. Okay, so what is the drop that we got? I did not see what it was, but we can check it out at home. Also got an armored skeleton banner. Illuminate hook. That is a new grappling hook. So let's see. I'm currently using the Ivy Whip, which is pretty early. Illuminate hook is a tripartite hook, and I think it goes much farther. So this reaches to the corner of the mini-map, as compared to the Ivy Whip, which doesn't reach as far and is also slower. So that is an improved hook, so that's great. And the Daedalus Stormbow I will try out once I get some arrows in just a moment. Oh! And we got a hallowed key! Oh my gosh! We can unlock one of the dungeon chests. That's super exciting. Ah, what a great way to finish an episode. Yeah, and the Frostbrand is not a big deal. And the mana potions are not a big deal. Okay, but that's a big deal, and this I need arrows for. Okay, so thing one, Daedalus Stormbow. I have some normal arrows, and Daedalus Stormbow causes them to just rain down from the sky. And so with holy arrows, it can be very good against enemies like the Destroyer. So that's a nice thing with the Daedalus Stormbow, but the Hallowed Key is a big deal. Let's go ahead and head back to the dungeon. And the Hallowed Chest is basically down, right, down, yeah, right there is how we get to the Hallowed Chest, which will be very easy to get to. And let's see if I can hit the hole here. Not even close. I actually hit it once off camera earlier. I landed in it perfectly, but with the Hallowed Key we're going to get... what is it called? Rainbow Gun, I think is the name of it. That's a cool dot damage magic weapon. Looks like there's some coins here, and I want them. Hooray for coins. Okay, but we want to move swiftly and not let enemies stack up. Because there are scary guys in here, and I'm still getting caught on these dungeon bricks. But there's the Hallowed Chest with the big H. And it looks like I might be able to just dig through here, yeah. Alright, so let's unlock it, let's loot all, let's pick up the chest, and let's head home. Alright, we did a nice little smash and grab there. Rainbow Gun, which does this. Fires a rainbow. The rainbow just sits out and deals damage over time. And obviously we're going to reforge it. It's a magic weapon. I want my discount card for reforging it, so let's grab that really quick. And then reforge the rainbow gun to something with damage. Superior is 11% damage, and it costs 35 gold. Yeah, that's good enough for now. That might have already outclassed the Magnet Sphere, because Magnet Sphere stays out for a couple of seconds. The rainbow gun stays out for a good long time. Let's actually check out the rainbow gun down here in the ocean. Does it give off light too? It might give off light. Yeah, it's giving off a little bit of light. Alright, I thought there'd be some enemies down here that we could hit with the rainbow gun. I can hit the seagulls. Hi, seagulls. Alright, seagull walked into the rainbow. The rainbow stays out for... It's already been like 4 seconds. 5, 6, 7, 8. Anybody who intersects with the rainbow takes damage from it continually. Let's go find some better enemies to try it out on, though. Okay, so I turned off the deadly sphere. We have a water candle out here. And so here's just a zombie. Blam, 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 blam. Does continual damage. And you can just, you know, leave it out there and walk away and go fight other bad guys. And so it's the first... Is it the first? I think it's the first magic weapon that's a non-summon weapon that deals this much dot damage, damage over time. Or you can just leave it out, and various random mobs are going to walk into it and take damage continually. And so it just adds to your DPS, because you can do this, and then you can be fighting other bad guys at the same time, and you're dealing damage over here. Just, oh, what's happening here? Maggots. We killed guys in this biome, and we got maggots as like a new critter who have bait power and who are a material. Can we put maggots in a terrarium, or what are they a material for, I wonder? Can we make enchanted maggots? I got a zombie banner. Fantastic. Alright, I keep saying the episode has to be over, but we have to see what maggots are a material for. Yup, you can make a maggot cage. Wow. Alright, well, we found a new critter. I'm actually really thrilled about that. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Terraria 1.4 Master Mode.